Welcome to a special regular season contest. Tonight, doubles has a West quarterfinal in the NBA Cup. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sideline, we've got Allie LaForce. And a look at the stats for him.
And he's had a rough past 5 games. He's had trouble finding his offensive rhythm and just hasn't been as effective as he'd like to be on that end. But this is something all players go through, and I'm sure he'll fight his way back.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Junior, and it's Goose in at the small forward position. And for San Antonio, we've got Wembanyama, and it's Rain Man in at the 3. Well, this game has that extra juice tonight. 2 NBA Cup group winners going at it.
Yeah, these have been 2 of the best Cup teams in the West. This should be a fantastic game. A spot in the semifinals is on the line.
It'll be the Warriors off the tip. Here's Wolf. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. And so it's Wembanyama with it. He brings it up for San Antonio. Mendoza has to carry.
Well, that's a very early foul for him. Needs to be more careful and not pick up the second one this quarter.
San Antonio shooting their first free throws here for the night.
Number 25. First personal foul, first team foul. At the line for 2.
Break. 2 shots.
First one falls. Good on both.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Pass to P. To the wing, right side. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Here's Carey. Last game, 26 points for him. Wembanyama pass to Reyes. Pulls up at the elbow. And he knocks the jumper down.
And obviously their goal right now is to feed him the ball and get him going.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
Here's Wolf. 15 in his last outing. There's the drive. It's tipped. To the left side wing. To the middle. Here's Carey. A reliable go-to guy for them. He's averaging around 26 and a half a game. Oh, there's the alley. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Pass to Wolf. Here's Giles. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. This one for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's the chosen one. Shot's good by Reyes. Reyes has got the second bucket on the night.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Giles, giving them some good production, putting up just around 16.5 points a game.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he drops the first. Shot's good from the strike.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Carey passes to Reyes. Here's Carey. Wembanyama screens. Carey's shot is off. The Warriors have gone 1 for 3 so far. Giles can't tie it up. That one misses.
Nice work defensively, beating him up top and forcing the miss.
Carey's shot is off.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Pass to Giles. Here's Wolf, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player. Second chance shot. Giles, no good. The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Carey with the bucket.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
And Steve Kerr called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. While we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. The Spurs, 4th.
Over the last few weeks, they've been high-flying, getting up and down the court with conviction.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Little passes to Junior. Here's P. From deep. It's rebounded by Reyes.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Wembanyama. Mendoza. That three's off the mark. Junior up top. Here's Giles. Trains the triple. Giles has got 8 points.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Reyes misses.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
Junior passes to Wolf. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. And as a coach, what's the best way to instill confidence in your players?
Well, Brian, I don't know that as a coach you can instill confidence in them. But what you can do is prepare them for every situation in the game so that they're not having to think about what they should do. They know and they're prepared to execute.
That one drops. He ties it up. Keldon Johnson, who's checked in for San Antonio. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, he's got to be disappointed that he wasn't able to take the lead, but at least he evened things up.
Pass to Reyes. Launches it. And it's Junior with the rebound.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Wolf. Here's Junior. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Pass to Mendoza. Wembanyama screen. Puts it up from the high post. That won't go for him. Now 0 for 2.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense played a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Here's Giles. Little passes to Junior. Nembhard outside. Good. And the assist goes to Junior.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to review the game plan. Nimhart's got 5. That's it. Outside Little. Pass to Nimhart. Blocked! Buries it down low. Nimhart's got 5. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
Mendoza misses.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Nimhart, the pass to Wolf. There's the triple. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Wolf. Pass to Little. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Reyes. Sinks the tray. Give him 8.
Yeah, Johnson tapping into his vision.
And the Warriors shooting just 38% so far in this one. Little passed it to Giles. Here's Wolf. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Here's Wolf. Pass to Giles. The 3. It's hauled in by Mendoza.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Reyes. Here's Mendoza. We saw him with 11 points in his last game. Can't hit that one.
He's still scoreless in this quarter. And at this point, they can use every point they can get.
And it's Little off the drive. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. And now let's take a look which point guards are leading this season in rebounding. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Lillard. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish with Williamson. And the Warriors lead by 6. Well, the Spurs shooting just about 29% so far. Not great. Well, Grant, there are a few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. San Antonio shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And San Antonio making a change here. Heroes checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Here's Lillard. He's averaging almost 5 points a game. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Wolf. Counted from distance.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Vassell outside. Pass to Reyes. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Reyes Arias has got 13.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
Lillard up top. Oh, touch off the glass.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Here's Shea. Six-point game. Hero outside. Pass to Reyes. No one near him. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in. He's got 15.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off. Jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out on the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
San Antonio trails by 4. They've got Tyler Hero. Daniel Gafford is out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Rain Man in at the 4-man position. Gafford finds Hero. Here's Reyes. Shot clock at 5. Over Williamson. The bank shot, no good.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They wanted him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
And for the Warriors, we got Damian Lillard. Nas Reed out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Andrew Nembhard. And it's Goose in at the 3 spot. In transition, here they come. And for San Antonio, we've got Devin Vassell. Tyler Hero is out there with Daniel Gafford. And it's Rain Man in at the power forward position.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Daddy makes both free throws. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Warriors. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Clock at 6. Pass to Wolf. Shoots over Vassell. He's got it. That makes him 2 for 8. Hopefully he can get it going now. San Antonio trails by 4. Hero outside. Out to the right wing. Here's Chase. Hits the 3-pointer. Chase got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, you got to love Hero's versatility. In addition to his scoring prowess, he's a very solid distributor.
Now here's Lillard. Pass to Reed. Here's Wolf. Reed sets the screen. Wolf can't get it to go.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for San Antonio.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And also their pressure defense is paying dividends tonight. Turning them over and getting out in the open floor and running. Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
Down low. Here's Wolf. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And a chance for us here to check out the top passing teams in the league this past month. The fourth spot held by the Warriors.
And over this last stretch, this team has been incredible passing the rock, playing great team basketball.
And he makes the first. Gafford, he's checked in for Boucher. So he hits both of them. The Spurs have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Reyes. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by P.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it. Nembhard, he's checked in for Damian Lillard.
Andrew Nembhard.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Reyes. He's got 18. Here's the pick. 6 to shoot to the paint. And stolen by Williamson. Here's the break. Here's Wolf. Gafford with the block. And they get it back. He, no good. The Spurs shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Here's Reyes. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game.
He's been very reliable tonight, not wasting any chances, really using his head.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Both teams will make substitutions. Here's P. No points yet. Inside. Here's Giles. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And Gafford picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6, 7, 6, 8 guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
It's both from the stripe. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Reyes. 20 points for him. Puts up a 3. Zion Williamson grabs the miss.
That's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Here's the chosen one. Still without a bucket. Deflects the pass. Pass to P. Williamson with it.
clock.
Here's Wolf. Here's the three. The shot comes out.
Well, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
The chosen one, the pass to Che. Pass to the chosen one. Launches the three. It's hauled in by P. The Warriors have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Giles, no good. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 for 7 here in the second quarter. Here's the chosen one. San Antonio again can't hit.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. Just missed it.
Now here's Nembhard. 5 points in the game. Here's Giles. On Thursday, they'll take on Kyrie Irving. And on Saturday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, anything can happen in the NBA. But they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
That puts him up 1 point in the game now. Sansui makes both from the line.
If they can stay lights out from the charity stripe, this lead should hold.
On the wing to Sell. Here's Carey. San Antonio again can't hit.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Williamson passes to Little. Outside Reed from behind the arc. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And for San Antonio, they're shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Carey. Nails it from beyond the arc. Carey's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, you can tell Vassell likes sharing the ball. He's not just looking for his shot.
Williamson for three. Zion attacks from range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for him.
And the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. That's not what you want, and I'm sure it's something he's well aware of.
Here's Carey. 7 points in the game. The 15-footer. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Here's Carey. The ball's knocked loose. Pass to Mendoza.